Let me tell you about the stage, but not an ordinary stage. One full of history, drama, passion and speed. It's here once a year that the rocks, the trees, the wind turbines and the gravel roads are joined by the fastest car and the bravest of drivers. Temptation. Power stage in all senses of the word. But will you risk it all? This place proves that not all endings are happy. But for the spectators, it's a pilgrimage that every rally fan must make. Join us as we tell the tale of the Legend of Fafe.
The origins are absolutely fantastic because at the beginning in that hills there were no roads. There are small villages and for example sometimes people got ill and only by a horse with a carriage they can leave their villages with a doctor. What happened then that Mr. Parcido Somerville, the mayor of the Fafe at the time in the 70s, started to make roads. There was a small stage in Fafe that was named Fafe Lagoa. But the stage was very small, it's 7 kilometers, but there are so many people there seeing the rally that it was impossible with the spectators. They have to develop a new stage, a much bigger stage. That's how Fafe borns. The first year, I think it was 1984.
One thing that you can guarantee, every time you find rally cars in the Fafe stage, you find spectators, and plenty of them. And there is no man that has entertained them better than Colin McRae. Winner here in 98 and 99. His if in doubt, flat out style was very much what the Portuguese supporters wanted to see. And do you know what? They adopted him almost as one of their own. And I don't think there's another country in the world that loved Colin McRae, perhaps outside of Scotland, quite as much as the Portuguese fans did. Well, what an incredible spot for such a fitting tribute.
Championship, there is a few stages like this. I would say Fafe is emotional, I have to say. The crowd attending to this stage is incredible when you know that here there is nearly 1,000 of people by kilometer. And people are waiting for the cars to come, and it's a special emotion.
Well, we're well past the halfway point in this legendary stage, and the crest you can see behind me is the Pareda jump. It caught out Jari Ketema. It's come to be known as the Ketema jump. In 2015, he came across flat out a little bit too far to the left. Bang! He hit this bank, destroyed his front suspension, and his rally was over. Well, it goes to show that in this legendary stage, even before you get to the Fafe jump, there are many obstacles that need to be fully respected.
This is a very precious t-shirt for me. You ask me to speak about Fafe, I have to come prepared. First time I've been here was 1990, so some years ago. Passion here has always been amazing, and the legend of Fafe has been built a bit along the years. I like this stage, honestly, don't get me wrong, not for the jump, but for the connection between gravel, tarmac and gravel with this one. So I remember, for example, the 037 crash nose down, so the bodywork that went out.
Well, we've reached Conforco, and this road behind me is the N113. It's not the most significant road you'll find here in Portugal, but for one Sunday every year, this 100 metres or so of tarmac for rally fans around the world is the epicenter of all things rallying. Well, our cars, they come down the side of the hill, still on the gravel. They're on to the 100 metres of tarmac, hairpin right, back onto the gravel, blasting their way up the hill there. The drama of this little section has been enjoyed over the years by tens of thousands of rally fans who pack the hillsides here. Add some rain into the mix and it becomes even more spectacular. Just ask Tommy Mackin about his run through here in 2001. But you know what, amongst all the madness and the mayhem of this section of road on Rally Day, there's also a very sensitive and touching tribute to lost crews over recent years, our Spanish drivers Castillo and Alvarez, to Craig Breen, to Ken Block, and obviously to the much missed Colin McRae. It is a very beautiful, permanent and fitting tribute to all of those great drivers who are no longer with us. Crescendo of our little tale, the legendary Fafe jump, the salto de pedra sentada, the seated stone jump. You ask any rally fan about the Group B days, and this is where their mind will take them.
My time on the famous jump, you know, I was jumping and the road was blocked in front of me because people were on the road. It's just crazy to do this stage. It's really emotional.
The jump at the end is iconic. The images there from the Group B days. I don't know how many tens of thousands of people you have. You come over that jump, it's like a football stadium. You can actually hear the roars inside the cars. So the jump is everything at the finish line. You know, what a way to finish a World Rally.
Well, these days, thank goodness, the fans are kept, well, probably 10 metres back from the road, but it doesn't make the jump any less daunting, any less intimidating for our drivers. It's very much a case of go big or go home. And in 2017, Mads Osberg, well, he went big. But in the same year, Quentin Gilbert, he went big, but for different reasons. And Gus Greensmith showed us that you only have to be fractionally out of line over the jump and you pay the heaviest of prices. Rally cars, flat out, jumping 40 metres, a huge crowd. It really does create an atmosphere like nowhere else. There's music, there's food, and there is the ubiquitous chainsaw in amongst the crowd. It really is very special indeed. Thank you very much for joining us on our journey through time here on perhaps one of the world's most famous and challenging rally stages. Who will come out on top this year? Well, you're going to have to wait until Sunday afternoon to find out, but you know where you can find all of the atmosphere, all of the news, all of the action from the legendary Fafe stage. It is, of course, dirtfish.com.